All right, bro. So what are we doing today, brother?
I'm gonna do a high taper, line the beard up, keep the beard the same length, and then twist up there.
Are you working on your Santa Claus?
You know, I'm trying to.
Okay, so we do the high taper. We're gonna take off the corner.
Yep.
Obviously no C cut. We're keeping the top.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, it's been a little minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. That's what happens when you're making that money. All right, so first things first, guys, I'm gonna do the high taper. As previously explained on some of my videos before, whenever I'm doing my taper, I like to use the top of the ear as my reference point. All right, if I'm gonna do a low taper, I'm gonna drop initial guideline straight down at a downward angle. If I'm doing a regular taper, I'll do my line straight across. And if I'm doing a high taper, I will point it to the corner of his sidebar. First things first, I like to go ahead and just comb the hair in the direction that he wants to go. Tell the people how you found me. You know, he's one of my new work clients, but we've been rocking with each other for a little minute now, a couple months.
Right. So born and raised County Dade from South Florida.
Moved 305 in the building.
Moved up here in the summer. Was looking for a barber in the Tampa area. Scoured Instagram. Used to hashtag Tampa Barber to look for the barber.
Pause, real quick. Major key, what hashtag did you look up?
Tampa Barbers was the one I was looking up.
Listen, so if I give any major key to anybody tagging, listen, man, stop tagging every repost page.
Facts.
Start writing your own market, guys. Writing your own market. Wherever city you're from, New York, Barber. Tampa, Barber. Texas, Barber. Because when new people come from another city, they're gonna keep it nice and simple with their searches, man.
You know, I like my hair a certain kind of way. Eventually came across Nate Motivates. seen his work on his own Instagram. He was posting a lot. Seen how his hairstyle was, how the line worked, how he blended. My style haircut that I like.
But you did recognize that I was posting more frequently than others?
Yes.
Okay, that's what. So I'm gonna go ahead and real quick, going with my low pro, gonna put my initial guideline in. All right, we'll do that first. Again, I'm gonna arch it, do like a half moon type of vibe. So you saw my work, you saw that I was posting consistently, you found me because of the hashtag. And so what finally made you pull the trigger to come in?
Like as a consumer, I do a lot of research and like to review, you know, what I'm gonna spend my money on. And for you, like I said, I seen your haircuts and I liked how they came out on, and just really made me want to come in and get it done. Of all the people that I saw on Instagram, you were the best. Took that chance.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, man. So this just goes to show, man, you know, does social media work? Absolutely it works. If you work it, you know what I mean? I'm very strategic on the hashtags I use. I post with intent, like my page doesn't look like a barber repost page. It's not just all haircuts, but he was attracted to the fact that I was posting regularly and that my work was up to date, right? Because for me, I like to let my clients see that I actually have a life. So my personal page actually has my barbering and my life on it. I know some people beg to differ. If you guys wouldn't mind, you know, in the comment section below, go ahead and let me know. Do you guys feel as though you should have two different pages, a barber page and a personal page? Or do you think you should have all one? For me personally, I feel like you should have all one. Since I got my trimmer in my hand, I went ahead and put both my guidelines in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go to the back right away and just go ahead and put all my guidelines in for the haircut. And then I'm gonna go back and just start tapering it all out. I'm doing like a sort of like half moon guideline in the back. Why is that? Because I like to bring and insinuate my lines on the side in the back so that way it comes down and the fade is primarily right here. So that's a little hack right here. So if you want a little hack on how to, you know, stretch the side lines in the back of the head, is do more of a half moon instead of straight across, killing the opportunity for you to line it up on the sides. And since the trimmer's already in my hand, I'm gonna go ahead and just line the back of the beard up because we're not taking any length off the beard. So I don't mind just going in and knocking that out right now. Trimmer already in my hand, I'm going to just clean up. I think this is one of the most slept on services right here, man. A little 2-second service. Barbers, if you see your client with a whole bunch of hair on their ears that's growing, trust me, 9 times out of 10, they don't want that hair growing on their ears. So take a little extra 5 seconds and knock out that hair. I'm telling you, it'll definitely make a difference, not only the way your client views you, but also maybe in how much they tip you too. Just keep that in mind. Folding down the ear as I'm lining out the back of the ear, so that way I don't catch the ear with my trimmer. I like to switch it up from time to time. Sometimes I like to go ahead and just put my guidelines in and do the fade first and then line it up. Sometimes I like to just go ahead and just put all the outlines in and get all the work done. Almost like kind of reverse engineering. So I do like to switch it up from time to time. Keeps it fun. It's a good way of how to keep your job not boring. All right, if you're doing the same thing over and over again, you know, it's like the definition of insanity. Around the back of the ear, I like to use the edge of my clipper. I don't like to try to place my whole blade back there. I like to fold down the ear and just use the corner of my blade to clean up around the ear. That way I'm able to catch any overhang hair. I'm gonna go clean this up real quick. Some people like using theirs at the end. I like switching it up. Today I'm using it in the beginning. But as you can see, I'm not taking it all the way up to that line, giving me some room, so therefore I don't set myself another guideline. Like taking my trimmer, go ahead and just clean that up. To me, this is like the beginning of my fade, making sure that I don't create another guideline with using my ball shaver. I'm gonna go ahead and take my low pro Babyliss no guard all the way open. set my initial guideline in. You wanna keep your about a finger's width, all right? And since I'm already doing that first guideline on the taper, I'm gonna go ahead and start the blending process of my beard. I like to start at the middle of the ear, all the way open. I'm gonna drop it halfway, start working that initial guideline out. When I do to the top of the tape, the tape at the top, I'm gonna do to the beard as well. And then I'm gonna close it all the way. Initial guideline taken out for the most part. Again, this is not the finished work. I'm always gonna come back in detail at the end, but I like to run through my steps first. I'm gonna take my one guard all the way open, set my next guideline in. So I did it there, I have it in my hand already. I'm gonna go ahead, continue blending that beard in. Kind of see it already blending in. Once I put that guideline in, I'm gonna take my two guard all the way open, create my next guideline. And you kind of see it already blending in to the top of the hair. And just those two guards. And I'm gonna take it all the way close, soften up that line right there. And then I'm gonna fade down from here, from the rest of this haircut. So from the two all the way open, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my 1.5 next, 1.5 halfway. Start taking out that guideline right there. This is a great teaching point right here, guys. As you can see the direction of his hair, people's hair don't always grow the way you want it to grow, right? As you can see, his hair is growing straight down here. But as we get closer to his ear, his hair grows at an angle, all right? That's very important to identify, especially when using your guards, because you want to feed your tool the hair properly. So instead of attacking it at this angle, really what I'll be doing is just pushing the hair. But if I'm looking to cut it correctly, I have to come at an angle that feeds the hair to the clipper correctly, all right? So you have to go in opposite direction of the growth pattern. Halfway. All the way close. Again, anything that's 0.5, so the 1.5 or the 0.5, I ultimately use only at a halfway. Half guard, halfway, taking out that last guideline right there. And as you can see, this taper's coming together, man. The reason why I decided to fade down on this particular haircut is because what I've seen barbers tend to do is they tend to take the taper way too high when they fade up. As you notice, I came in, I set my initial guideline, but after that, I went straight to my highest guard that I feel like I should use, and I faded down, therefore controlling the gradients of this fade. As you guys notice, I'm not using my whole blade on this. As you see, this side is already pretty much lighter than this side, so I'm using half my blade to go ahead and just feed my clip with this to make it fade pop even more. And you may have to use some lever play, all right? Not everything's just gonna come out at halfway point, and as you can see, it's popping right on out, guys. We're gonna do the same exact thing we did on that side. On this side, just less me talking, more of me action. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. First things first, forward shaver. You got any more questions, bro? You can shoot away. So how long do I stand on average a day? Well, for me, I'm a little bit different. When I work, bro, I work anywhere from 10 to 12-hour days. I typically work Tuesday through Saturday, usually here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here till at least 6 or 7. Again, it's just for me, man. My goals that I have set for myself right now require that type of commitment. I don't have to work that hard in the essence of if I didn't have big goals, I'd replace my teaching salary, bro, within my second year. You know what I mean? So I'm way ahead of the schedule of the path I was on before. But I'm the type of person too, man, once I know it's possible, I'm going all in on it, man. So, you know, luckily enough, I have a great circle of friends that do things the right way when it comes to this industry and have acquired assets and have acquired the time freedom that they've always wanted for their family. And I look to duplicate that. So yeah, to answer your question, anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day. I feel as though, especially in your first year, you should work at least 6 days a week and at least 10-hour days. If you treat this thing like a business, it's gonna pay you like one. If you treat it like a hobby, it's gonna cost you like one. So you gotta ask yourself, what do you wanna run? Do you want an expensive ass hobby or do you want a good paying business? But again, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. And it's real easy in this industry to get comfortable because we get money right now. You know what I mean? Whereas your job, you gotta wait 2 weeks. You gotta wait a week to get that paycheck. With this, you're getting it right now, whether it's Zelle, whether it's, you know, a Square payment, instant deposit. So it takes a whole level of discipline, man, for damn sure, bro. And I've been blessed, I've made a lot of good money in this industry, but it wasn't until the last 2 years I started getting smart with my money. And I've been blessed, I cleared 6 figures in this industry the last 3 years. If you're a barber, man, and your business is not where it needs to be yet, and you wanna learn the tools necessary to scale your business in the right direction, let alone become a 6-figure barber, where it's more than a number, it's more of a mindset. That's our benchmark, man. If you do this thing the right way, we figured it out. Man, tap in, 6-figure barber mentorship, man. Shoot me a message, drop a comment in the comment below, and we'll get back to you, set you up a free consultation. all right? Shout out to Chris Bazio. Right now I'm just using the clipper, the edge of the clipper, no guard. Just take out some dark areas, make this blend real smooth. The most impactful things he could have taught me early was always be the first one in and the last one out. That'll at least guarantee you the first haircut and the last haircut every day. So that would mean, in my world at that time, that would guarantee me at least 40 bucks before tip. So if I do that math and I'm working 6 days a week and I do that, 40 times 6 is what? 240 bucks. So I'm guaranteeing myself $240 just by showing up to work. Man, like I said, I just kept it real simple, dude. I just showed up. But then what kept me going was like my desire just to, I left a degree, man. I come from a Hispanic background, bro. So for me, leaving that degree was a big deal. You're gonna go cut hair, but you got a degree. Because all my family pride themselves, and there's no knock on them, it was hard work. You know what I mean? Hard work, hard work. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. Same kind of steps I took with the side taper, I'm gonna do with the back taper. Put my initial guideline in, took it out, open, middle, close. Now I'm taking my one guard, set my next guideline. And I'm not gonna dig into his hair. I'm gonna come right off the shape of his hair, all right? So I'm not digging into his growth because he wants to grow his hair out. I'm just gonna keep the taper right here at the bottom. And as you can see, by doing so, it allows me to have a nice clean transition into the bulk of his hair. Now with the one all the way open, fading down, like I said, I like to fade down because now I don't have to worry about digging into the bulk of his hair. Guys, look, another way, another tricky one. You see how his hair goes this way? So I have to bring my clipper at an angle in order to cut that correctly. But most people weren't willing to make the sacrifices. I moved to a home.
We always talk about different products with Tune 45, but I believe that there's one that is underrated that you never hear about, and is my favorite product. This right here, it's a little empty as you can see because I use it all the time, but the Tune 45 airbrush cleaner for the Beam Team XL, or if you use a regular compressor, you can use it. But anyways, this stuff is phenomenal. Let me tell you what, my airbrush gun, it used to get clogged up all the time. But ever since we got this, man, this stuff better than alcohol. I don't know what kind of magic they put in this stuff, but let me tell you what, man, it cleans your airbrush. I just put it in there and I leave it overnight. When I get here in the morning, it's ready to go, never clogs up. And it's all because of this stuff right here. So you better get you some of this if you use your airbrush.
What I like to do, guys, when I know I got someone that likes to sponge the top, I go ahead and sponge it before I do their front lineup, because what I don't want is me to line it up and then sponge it and then their lineup's all out of whack because the hair that I lined up also got sponged. So I like to put a little curling cream in the hair prior to curling it up. All right, softens up the hair for me. I mean, so whatever you guys decide to use, I use an all natural curling coconut cream, almost like a leave-in conditioner to soften up the hair, so that when I pass my sponge on it, it twists up a little bit more. It curls up a little bit easier. Real quick, guys, in this comment below, what's the best twist sponge that you guys got? All right, this is one that we can't find nowhere. This one used to be called Mr. Twist, and we can't seem to find it anywhere. We've checked a lot of barber supply stores, but drop in the comment section below. I don't like the racket. I do like the sponge. I like the little small holes on the sponges. All right, this one works greatly for us. All right, guys, gonna go in with my new FX1 Low Pro trimmer. All right, that blue FX blade is serious. I'll go ahead and put my boy sidebar in first on each side. Yeah, sidebar on each side. All right, both my sidebars in. All right, this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in the middle, work to a side, middle, work to the side. Start in the middle here, and I go the other way. These things are hitters, as you can see, tap and go with these bad boys, man. Shout out to Babyless, man. Always innovating with their tools. I guess after I like doing my first initial lineup, I like to stand behind the client, kind of see exactly where I'm at. I can notice in the middle right here. I'm able to identify if I need to go up on sides a little bit. I can see like this side just needs to go up just a little bit. All right, but being behind my client allows me to see exactly where I need to touch the lineup at. Go ahead and go and grab my Ghost Blades, man. Shout out to Ghost Blades, man, for hooking me up. Loading up my Tune 45 triple cartridge razor, man. It has 3 levels of exposure when it comes to your blade. Definitely, to me, the most recommended razor blade in the industry. All right, guys, I like to go ahead and start my beard off at the bottom. I put my line there, put my line up here. All right, and then now all I have to connect is right here in the middle. All right, now that's my trick to how I don't have a cosmetic beard. Makes it extremely simple to connect.
Okay. You don't think it's that good?
No. So no, it's that, bro. I like to comb out the hair. Again, he's not cutting the beard. All right, but I like to line out one side, line up the other side, and then meet it in the middle. One side, two side. All I got left is in the middle. And I just connect it.